Hi, how are you doing? It's David Lee. My presentation today is how to create your own book. It's broken into 3 parts. Create the framework, record your book, and get the book transcribed. It sounds simple, it really is simple. How do we go about it? Let's create the framework. What I did when I wanted to create a book, I knew exactly the topic, the subject matter that I wanted to talk about. It was how to buy a house without a bank, using the property systems that I developed in the past. And so I created the introduction, which was chapter 1, and broke it into 3 parts. I created the conclusion and broke it into 3 parts. And I did exactly the same for every chapter in between, for the following 10 chapters between the opening chapter and the concluding chapter. I just identified exactly what people are looking for, how to understand the topic, and created 3 bullet points in every instance. Now, do you know a subject matter that you want to start as your business, that you could create a book from? It doesn't have to be a big book, it doesn't have to be a bestseller or anything. It is just an introduction for you to many people. And in many ways, this book doesn't have to be big. It can be 20 to 30 pages that somebody can read in 30 minutes to get a better profile of who you are, what you do, and what you can offer. And the book itself will contain a link or a message for them to go to your website and get more information from you online. It is really a business card, something to give you credibility. And if you look at that diagram, all I did, because it was my specialized knowledge, if it was me or if it was somebody you want to interview, do the exact same formula and get them to speak out, or you to speak out exactly the subject matter that you probably know already or they know already, and break it into logical sequences. Remember, if somebody is starting out or beginning, they want to know the basic foundations and build upon those basic foundations. So in many ways, they're just checking the box saying, tick, 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 I understand, I get that, it makes sense to me. It could be part of your life story. It could be the experiences you've had in going and developing what you've done and how you can save people time and effort through your expert knowledge. You could in fact be telling them exactly what to do, knowing that most people want somebody to help them, or they need some type of product or service to get them from A to Z. Making sense? That is creating the framework. So next part is, we've created the framework for your book. You can see me there. I'm talking to who? I'm talking to the computer. In many instances, I'm just relaying my experience where I can record from the computer, my audio, my video if I wish, and it's just coming out of my head, out of my memory, exactly as I would say it in person. You could be doing this in an interview format where you have pre-prepared the questions that you know are in a logical sequence. Have somebody ask you those questions and you merely answer your own questions. And so that creates an interaction of questions that people have, you answering the questions, 3 questions per chapter, and just go from start to finish and record the whole process, getting somebody on the line. You could even get a 30-day trial on a webinar which costs nothing. It's free. Just look up free webinars and do it over the line or do it in person with somebody else. So all you're doing is creating what's called an audio file, an MP3 file. Got that? And that is what we're going to use next for the stage 3. We're going to get the audio transcribed into a book. Now I suggest you do a search on, say, www.elance.com, or just do a Google search on something like transcription services. You're going to get somebody to transcribe the audio that you've done for you, okay? So they will listen in and they will do the transcription. It might cost you a little bit, it might cost $100 or something like that, but it will save you time and effort. You will go to Elance and see how the format works, and go by somebody that's got some past experience and got references of the work they have done. You will find that it will not cost that much, and as a result you will have a Word document that's been transcribed, that's in a format that's readable, and all you do is add some photos to it. It could be photos from the presentation you've done, or some photos that you want to include, and instead of saving the file as a Word document, save it as a PDF. And now you have your own book. It's an e-book, okay? If you wish, you can get that created into a physical book. Now just look up for local printers, what they're looking, printers in your area to create a book, the format that they need. Again, they will need a cover, you will need a cover, and you've got everything typed out, and now you have your business card, which this time gives you more credibility. It's, as I said, it is an introduction to many people. You don't even need to sell it. It's a giveaway. You can give it away online. You can give it in person if you create a physical book, and you've got what you need to get started. We teach this, and I teach this at Passion to Profit, how easy it can be. Just take a look at my website. Give me a call, an email on the web, the info@passiontoprofit.co.uk, and we can take it from there. Thanks very much for listening to today's presentation.